I'm counting now. My head is counting 35 Ks. So what's 42 minus 35? Okay, that's 7 Ks. I've done the 7K before. Hello and welcome to my channel, Ollie's channel. And today I want to mix things up and I want to talk to you about my running experience and my first marathon, which was incredible. An incredible feeling. I wish everybody could feel that. But I just want to talk you through it as the viewer. Maybe you have a dream like that and you have something blocking you. Hopefully this gets you over the hump. So I entered the Vaal City Marathon, Vaal River City Marathon, and thank the Lord my mom paid for those fees. It was 290 Rand. We went to Vaal the day before. She took me. Such a great, blissful mom I have. She took me all the way to Vaal, which is not very close if you're not from South Africa, or if you don't know the distance from Johannesburg to Vaal. It's pretty far. And so I got my number and my shirt, and I was really anxious because I hadn't been training as much kilometers as I thought that I would need. But a little birdie told me that this race would be really flat. So I was like, okay, 50-50. If I could take it halfway, at least I could just throw see what happens on the second half. So I kept on thinking this, and I was like, okay, let me not train for 2 days so that my body feels really fresh and not tired from overtraining. I know overtraining, it's a big thing. A lot of people do it. And so I decided, let me try and sleep early. But since it's sober October and I haven't smoked any cannabis, I'm having trouble with the sleep. It takes me a while to even close my eyes. I have to turn the TV off. Usually I don't turn the TV off. And I probably slept at around 11 o'clock, and it made me scared. I had this anxiety that I was gonna miss the race. Like I was gonna wake up at 7 o'clock and my dad was gonna be there and say, "Oh, you missed the race," which was gonna be pretty stupid of me. Not because of the money, but just because I just hyped myself so much. I'll be so disappointed. So I slept at 11. I don't know if it was God or just was meant to be. And so I just woke up at, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock I was like, okay, cool, at least I've got everything sorted. Let me go take a wash. I mean, it takes an hour to get there. The race is at 6 o'clock. I've got plenty of time. Washed, got in the car. I had 2 pairs of shoes. I had to decide, okay, New Balance or Adidas, or orange or black. I had to decide. And for some reason, I told myself on Thursday, after I had run a time trial, which was 8 kilometers, and on Sunday we were going to run 42 kilometers. So you know that's a big difference. You can't train 8 kilometers for a 42. But there was something about those shoes, and it just felt as if they were calling me. It felt as if they knew that they would be the one to run the first marathon with me. So I got in the car, took the orange shoes, the Adidas, got in the car and jetted off. And so I was just jamming to music, just singing out loud, having a great time by myself. I thought my dad was going to come with me, and he was busy. And so I was just jamming and just feeling myself, just feeling good, just to get the nerves out, And when I got to Vaal, had a little drink here, like a Steri Stampy, some water, and I got there like 30 minutes before the race, so I had to get changed quickly, stretch my legs out, made sure everything just feels good. But I didn't feel any pain anywhere, so I knew that, okay, at least you could run halfway. At least halfway you can run. So it was like, okay, let's go to the start. When we got to the start, the guy on the gun, the guy that talks before the guy hits the gun. So there's two people. One person shoots to start, and then the other person explains the race and the route and the whatever, all that other stuff. The guy explained that cutoff would be at 2 hours 30. And I thought to myself, 2 hours 30? I run an 18K in 2 hours. When I've been training and I've been running 18 kilometers in 2 hours. It takes me 6 minutes to do a K. So it's 18. And when I calculated it, it just got me scared. I was like, it's too tight. I'm gonna have to push a little bit. And so I brought my phone with, and then I had this run tracking app. I don't know who made that app, but there's this run tracking app. I turned it on, and then the guy hits the gun, pow, and we go. And there's not a lot of us, probably 200. 200 even sounds too much. 150. And so he hits the gun, and we go, and I start carrying my stride. And I feel good. And it is flat, as like how people are saying. And I'm just, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just music going in my head. That's what usually happens when I run. It's just when there's no music to listen to, my mind will just put songs, and I'll know the whole lyrics. It's a crazy thing. I don't know how to explain it. It was that song, Motorcycle Patches. That was the song. And it just kept on going, repeat. And my mind knows the lyrics, all of the lyrics. My mind knows. And so I'm going through the song, and it's still flat. I'm still going. I still feel good. 18Ks comes up, and at 18Ks, the 21 guys, because there's 21 and 42 running. The 21 guys go straight. You know, like 42, turn around, because another loop. And so we turn around, we go to the second loop. But I had needed to pee from the start, because I had that Steri Stumpy underwater, and just a lot of things. I was just being crazy. And so I needed to pee so bad. It kept on coming and going and coming and going and coming and going, until I was like, oh no, hell. When I get to 21, I'm taking a piss. And before even 21, I was like, okay, no, I need to use the toilet. But first took a little short video of myself before I use the toilet. Oh, just to show people that, hey, we out here. So I take a little pee, and then I keep on going. But people are passing me, so in my mind it's a little bit of a race. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm having a little of a race with other people. But I'm not having a race, because I don't know how far they've run. I don't know when they started to run. So I'm always thinking about it. It's like, yes, you're having this race. This guy you can keep up to this pace, but if it feels too much, slow down. So at kilometer 28, that's when I start feeling it. I'm just like, oh, no, this is terrible. This is what I knew was gonna happen. And my legs started like they didn't extend as much. I couldn't close them as much, because I had this like tension on both my hamstrings. And so I'm like, oh no, okay. You have to go with just go. If it means that you're gonna not walk, you're not gonna walk to the finish, they're gonna have to carry you, you go. And so we're going for the second lap. But the first lap was so nice. That second lap, you start feeling those things that you didn't feel on that first lap. These little hills, they start becoming mountains. It's crazy. It's like, I can't explain it. And the hamstring keeps on pulling and pulling and pulling. And we get there, and it just feels like it's not ending. 35 Ks, I'm counting now. My head is counting 35 Ks. So what's 42 minus 35? Okay, that's 7 Ks. I've done a 7K before. I can do it now. But there's a little birdie talking in my head. It's like, you've never done a 7K after you've done a 32 or whatever that extra. So I'm like, shut up, but let's go. keep on going, keep on going. The hamstrings are pulling, they're pulling. But now we like 2Ks away, 3Ks away. When we get to 2Ks, 3Ks, that's when it's now like, okay. And there's a hill. So at the end, it's a hill, and it's not a small hill. It's not a big hill, but it's not a small hill. And that hamstring just keeps on pulling a little bit and more and more and more and more. Like, okay, you can do it. You're already here. Whoa, what do you have to lose? Got in, went into the entrance, and I just saw the finish line. The finish line is not here by the stadium. The finish line is all the way across the field. So you still have to run around while these hamstrings are pulling. I'm like, oh no, I might just fall on this grass. But no, I made it. I got my medal. My phone died as soon as I got that medal. I did feel a sense of achievement, yes, but I felt like this is what I was supposed to be doing anyways, you know, like I was gonna finish. It wasn't a matter of you're not gonna finish. It was a matter of what time will you finish. Yeah, and I actually ended up doing a better time than I ever thought I was gonna do. Although I felt it during the race that I'm actually going faster than what I'm supposed to, and it was a flat run, as I said. But on that second loop, everything catches up to you. And so my phone dies, I'm trying to take a picture, and the guy that's taking a picture, it dies in the guy's hand. So I'm like, okay, brother, please can you take the photo and then send it to me? I was like, oh no, there's no space on this phone. I was like, oh, whatever, dude. Took my phone, got some Coke, I'm fucking coking up, water, Coke. I can't even move. I had to sit down at the end. I was like, oh, I have to stretch, otherwise you're not gonna make it. And so I've decided, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not even getting my picture. I had a whole idea of the picture. I had actually thought of the picture while I was running. I was like, I'm thinking of this caption of this picture while I was running, and I posted the same caption that I thought of, which is another story. But while I'm walking away, as I said, this thing of weed, because I'm not smoking, I start having a little bit more interactions with people, and you know, so I'm walking away, and I see this lady. She's got a tire, flat tire, and she's not crying there, but you can see that she don't want to change the tire. I was like, okay, let me just change this tire quickly. And so we changed the tire. Wasn't quick, it was a couple of minutes. I'm also not a very good tire changer, but I know how to change a tire. We changed the tire. And then I asked her, oh, please, mama, can you take the pictures of me? And ta-da, voila. I was like, it was like magic, it was coincidence, it was meant to be. And she took the pictures of me, and that was the whole picture of what I expected the day to be. Some things like were surprise, and some things were what I thought they were to be. It was an awesome day, and I recommend it to anybody, just to go test yourself, not with running, not with what you like I'll test yourself with the creativity, with your art, or test yourself just to show yourself that you don't have boundaries. You can always push those boundaries and push them and feel great. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. So don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below, and tell me your stories also of wonderful things that you've done.